Yeah, I don't like this at all. I don't like the fact that the Biden administration is playing handmaiden for the Congress, and I think it's really gross what's happening with the charging of Navarro. And I find it very surprising that both Mark Meadows and Dan Scavino, who were substantially similar to Peter Navarro in what they did, have been told they're not going to pursue charges against them. So I see this as just, Peter has been outspoken, has been defending his in the president's interests, especially as it relates to executive privilege. And I just think this does not smell good and does not look good for the Department of Justice.
Yeah, now correct me anywhere here that I'm wrong, but as I understand it, the committee can ask somebody to appear in front of them, as they have, and to some extent, I believe that Mark Meadows has talked to them, at least to some extent, so he hasn't just said, I'm not ever going to appear in front of you. But for there to be a subpoena and charges to be filed, it has to come from the DOJ. Is it possible the DOJ didn't want to get involved in something that was political? Or do you think it was something that would have been hard for them to make a case that would have stuck?
Yeah, I think it would have been very hard, based on, I guess, what Mr. Meadows and Mr. Scavino were willing to do to bring a case. But, again, it's really hard for me to compare all of these cases and you add Steve Bannon to the mix and really explain to you or to anybody, Bob, as to why the Department of Justice chose this path with Peter Navarro, but other paths for other people. There's no, we usually as a country want these types of events to be handled in a bipartisan and equal manner. And if you look at the January 6th committee, its makeup, and, Peter Navarro's talked a lot about this, but, it has been handpicked by Nancy Pelosi. You have two never-Trumpers are the only Republican representation, and they're the ones that are issuing the subpoenas. They're the ones that are issuing the referrals to the Department of Justice. And then you have the Biden administration deciding which Trump officials they want to prosecute based on those referrals. I just think, again, this is not going to look good in the long lens of history. It may help them in the near term, and maybe with these primetime hearings coming up this week, Bob, of the January 6th committee, maybe they can pick up a few voters in Wisconsin. But quite frankly, this isn't going to be a good look in the long term, and probably will blow up in their faces for the Democrats.
Okay. Let me end it with this question. This week we had the Clinton attorney Michael Sussman. He was acquitted earlier this week. I wanted to get your take on that. Do you think the jury said he wasn't guilty, or the jury thought, well, this is just